Okay, so a Sunday school teacher and a pastor have this. As Christians, we're supposed to have accountability.
No accountability.
If you don't have accountability or responsibilities, you're nothing. That means we're serving ourselves and not serving others.
I want to be last.
I want to be last. And that's because whoever served last will be served first when they get to heaven. And I really want that. I want to be the last to serve so I can become a better Christian. So if you serve and you read your Bible, then you will not be ashamed of God. If something happens and I make mistakes, immediately I go to that person and I say to them, I'm really sorry. I made a mistake. I was wrong. I did all of these things, but I prayed about it, so I'm coming to you to apologize. But then, if that person made a mistake, let them know. Maybe they're blind by it. Maybe they didn't know. If they do not apologize, that's between them and God. I just need to go and apologize and say I'm sorry. You need to ask that person if you made a mistake, then ask for their forgiveness. But if they don't do that, that's not on you. That's between them and God. But right now, our focus is on how we, as the Christians, can spread the gospel. So what does the gospel mean? If people don't know the gospel, they can be ashamed or embarrassed. You must know the gospel before you go to preach. You don't carry mistakes with you to the church. You must get rid of those first. Throw them out of the way before you can move forward. Okay, so in gospel, what does the G stand for? What does the G stand for in the word gospel? Go. Maybe. In the gospel, the G. What does it mean? Maybe it means God. Or go. Or get. G. Good news. Luke chapter 2, verse 10. Behold, I bring you good tidings or good news of great joy. So the gospel means the good news. It means that we are fulfilled. It is finished. So the prophet a long time ago in the Old Testament, all the way until now, it means that it is satisfied, it is finished with the gospel. From here on out in the New Testament.
I'm gonna like bad news.
How many of you like bad news? What? None of you?
Derek.
Are you being serious?
Bad news that you're interesting for what that's all.
Bad news enters into the world. But most of you do not like bad news. It's scary.
Okay.
Good news that Jesus born.
The good news is that Jesus was born.
We know we don't like bad news.
I just brought this up to ask you because none of us really like bad news. It's scary.
Bad news coming.
If somebody comes up and gives you something, it's bad news, and you realize, whew, it was good news.
We don't like negative.
We just don't like negative comments. I don't want the bad news. I want the good news. It's sad. Did you hear about Florida and the shootings that happened?
That's unexpected.
That was very unexpected. It was a surprise. It happened quickly. Yeah, we can't control other people.
I know. We can't understand why.
We can't understand why the bad things happen. But we must always be prepared.
But the unexpected.
You must always expect the unexpected. But remember that Jesus said